but it might be too late. Yikes. Well, that's why I didn't take the thing that would help me with, that would give me more relics after beating Lagavulin, because I wasn't sure I was going to beat the Lagavulin Matriarch, and I did not. I'm going to play the Necrobinder a little bit. So his whole thing is he has a familiar, basically, that starts with 1 HP, and it adds 1 HP to it at the start of his turn, and that familiar takes unblocked damage for you. So you effectively have temp HP slash take at least one less damage every turn. And summon is the thing that gives it more HP. Remove a card. I've got a bot to ban. There we go. One of two colorless cards. Alright, later ping pong. Thanks for stopping in. One of two colorless cards, or let's see, am I forced to go to a shop at any point here? No, in fact, there's a middle path with 2 elites potentially, which is all right. I think let's go with that. Okay, what do we got? Expensive cards. Melancholy, Reap, Defile. Reap is pretty nice for a big damage card. Defile is a nice upfront damage card. Melancholy seems potentially useful. Spur. Summon 3 and heal Osty for 5. I like the other pack a lot more than those. Alright, let's go. So let's see, probably Melancholy. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'll lose 5 block, and then Osty's going to take 3 damage. And then I can Defile, and the next turn I can Reap. Except he's going to gain some block, so I can't Reap yet. Oh, well. But then Osty causes me to only take 1. A Wisp, I think that upgrades to have Retain. Yep. Wisp could be useful to grab. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Wisp. Just being able to play 4 of my cards. Just sounds nice. Defend, strike, strike, and then I can Reap next turn. Boom. Poke. Scourge is pretty good. Draw neutral. Applies a lot of doom. Poke is also good. What do I have here? I have some high cost things, but so Poke is useful for the high cost things. I'm grabbing the Scourge because it just seems I could see them changing Scourge's rarity later. I think Reap you. Yeah. Done. Getting Reap so early has actually been a boon. Holy shit. Enemy loses 8 strength this turn. Gain energy next turn and 11 block this turn. Oh, melancholy. The thing is, I always find I have difficulty with this character finding block. So the fact that I've got 3 block options here basically is not lost on me. I'm going to grab Melancholy to have 2 of those and then hope that isn't a mistake. Chosen Cheese, because that's one thing this character struggles with, honestly, is max HP. Okay. Three by 3, so 9. Defile. This way, my Melancholies cost 1. Now they cost 0. Okay. Sure, let's go ahead and activate his Shriek. So now I can play Reap and Melancholy on the same turn. So I can block for 13 and deal 27 damage. That's nice. All right. Anchor is huge. Seance. Transform a card in your draw pile into a soul. I could do that to a strike, for example, I guess. I like the idea of holding onto a spur. Sure. Because spur is potentially up to 8 block that you retain, basically. Well. Stealing 14. Damn it. Well. I think I need to, Melancholy. Yeah, that was the correct move. Dirge. Another Wisp or Grave Warden. I'll take a Grave Warden. Starting with 10 block has already just been incredible. $19 incoming. Let's play Melancholy. Alright, Melancholy is cheaper now. Go ahead and play that so I can play Melancholy, Spur, Unleash. And then when so if I draw Reap, which I did not. There we go. Okay, here we go. Countdown is incredible. Bone Shards actually kind of combos nicely with it kind of combos nicely with Melancholy. I feel like this has the better synergy with what I'm doing right now. This has better synergy down the road, as does this. It's like right now it's just Scourge that applies Doom. I'm gonna take the Bone Shards, and then if I see future Doom cards, I'll lean into Doom then. So we can see, boom, now Melancholy has cost of 2. Okay, I can only play 1 skill per turn now. Well, literally can only block for an extra 5 with that. That sucks. But now I've got Melancholy. Boom. Defy. That's one thing I find with this character is that taking as many block cards as you can tends to pay off. Enemies drop 10 additional gold. Although I think I'm probably fine on block cards at this point. Probably go ahead and... yeah, I'll go ahead and play this so that Asti stays alive. Alright, maybe I have a little too much block right now. So I can Defile, Bodyguard, Unleash. I'm going to take a little bit of damage, it's fine. And Reap. Here we go. Negative Pulse is like, if you squint, it's kind of like damage and block at the same time. It's block and AoE. So we're going to go with that one. I think I need to do this number. Change that to 12 and 12 is probably a good idea. Four more Doom. I'll take the 4 more Doom. Also a good way to get rid of Artifact. Alright, where do I think he is sitting right now, I wonder? Maybe that. I think more... if I wanted to add more attacks, I could. Okay, here we go. Oblivion has always served me quite well. I'm gonna go with Oblivion. Okay. Negative pulse. Unleash. Bone shards. And now 2 of them are going to die, one of them is going to be left with a little bit of HP left. And because enough enemies died, I can just do that. Boom. And I can get countdown anyway? Sure. And I'm going to rest going into the boss. Which is... Oh, the Steam guy. Their guy. Got it. I'm going to Bone Shards. Scourge. Countdown. Wisp. Bodyguard. Okay. Grave Warden. Defile. I'm gonna strike so that I can work him down. Osty dying there just reduces melancholy stuff. Block, block, defile. Extra doom. Extra doom. Do I want to take... So right now I'm taking... I can afford to use Unleash instead. Bone Shards. Melancholy. Bodyguard. Melancholy. I fear I have found myself with too few attacks. All right, 140. I need to do not that much more, honestly. I can reap Melancholy. Perfect block. Melancholy, and I'm surviving. So at this point, everything else is just bonus HP. 45. So I'm blocking for effectively 28. Sure. Because it's a lot more... It's probably not the best use of that potion. Oh. Fuck. Well... I'm alive at least, but shit. Potion of Doom's nice. Soulstorm, Reanimate, Devour Life. When you play Soul Summon 1. I don't like any of those very much. Of those, maybe reanimate, because it's, if you say 3 cost, block 20. But I don't think I like any of these. Prismatic Gem. Cards of other colors and you gain energy. So Prismatic Shard combined... Prismatic Shard as the downside to a boss relic that gives energy, basically. Transform Unleash into Protector. Or 4 potion slots filled with random potions. I kind of like the idea of Prismatic Gem. Why not? Let's try Prismatic Gem. Extra energy, I think, would benefit this deck. And if anything, I want to use Rest Sites this act. So we'll head right. Immediate payoff of being able to play Reaper and a block card in the same turn on turn 1. He's at 36. I need to do... Okay. Take countdown back, sure. Hidden Cache, not useful. Ball Lightning could be useful. Snakebite, not so useful. Let's skip. I'm tempted by the Ball Lightning, but I will skip. Extermination seems just... Squash could combo well with Reap, but I feel like Exterminate plugs a hole that I have in my deck much better. Key or fights? Maybe plan to use the Doom Potion and fight? By 2, more like 22. Sure. Maybe this was a mistake. Alright, let's do Melancholy, Grave Warden that full blocks, and Scourge. I need to build more into applying Doom if I want this to be how I kill enemies like this. Alright, I win. Lantern Key. Chill. Scourge. Shit, I don't know. Probably skip. Oh, you know what? I should probably go to a shop instead of all fires. So let's do this, and then I'll head left if it's not. Yeah. Yeah, let's head left into a shop. Alright, let's just leave that as it is. If I use fire, okay, it still only does 9 damage. Good to know. So we've got 18 incoming. Alright, I blocked it. Cool. And yeah, that'll do. Another negative pulse, especially negative pulse plus sounds good. Severance doesn't sound bad. How goes Spire Slaying? It goes. It could be going better. I'm a little. I need to slow down and think about my decisions a little more. Like, I completely bricked an Ironclad and Silent runs earlier. It's also, I'm finding it difficult to get used to because I'm so used to the first game, especially with the new characters. But it's a fun game. And I'm glad that it's different and not... It feels simultaneously like an expansion and also like a different game, which is kind of the best thing you would hope for out of a sequel to Slay the Spire. So, third turn, gain 3 energy. That sounds like a pretty good one. Page Storm doesn't sound particularly useful right now. I need to be able to play more cards on my turn, I think. Decrease by 5 when played. You know, applied to exterminate, that sounds like it could actually be quite busted. But I can't afford both of these. I gotcha. Yeah, it took me the longest to win a run on the Necrobinder and the Regent. Silent and Defect, it only took me a couple of tries for each of them. And then Ironclad, I won my first run. If you've played a lot of the first game, your skills from those characters transfer over pretty well. Oh gosh, I feel like I don't really have an issue with scaling, so maybe the Punch Dagger is a little excessive. Maybe the Chandelier is just the better choice here. Or maybe there's not clearly another shop in this act, so maybe I should instead consider a potion. I don't think I'm buying any of these. Also, if I'd had Berry when I found the event instead of having it for Reap. Although, it being on Reap is also still useful because I retain Reap. I'm trying to think here. So if you think about this as, like Silent has a lot of, this is why I aspire to as far as builds go. Yeah, It does. I appreciate Silent having more things that lean into the discard play as well. I think if I think about this as if I draw a Reap within the first 3 turns, I effectively get a free use of it. I'm more sold on it. Because Reap is 40 damage currently, and I'm about to upgrade it because it'll do 9 more damage, I think. I think I'm just gonna proceed from there. Where is... Oh yeah, that's right, I got the cheese. So where's Reap again? There it is. You know, almost 50 damage in your pocket. Ooh. Acapecco. Yeah, there's a little bit of a stream delay. So, yeah, I agree. Longer return. The fact that there it is, Reap in my opening hand. It's ethereal, so I'm probably going to go ahead and play it. That one's gonna die. Let's see how this looks. This will be important information, because if these two die to Doom before hatching, then that's great. If they... Shit. Well, that's exactly what I was hoping wouldn't happen. Okay. It does hatch beforehand, it turns out. I'm going to start taking my turn slower because this delay, this back and forth, this could be useful. You did try. Okay, this guy doesn't really scale, it looks like. 21. Dang, if only I'd upgraded if only I'd upgraded Defile. And Defile, Strike. I'm gonna go ahead and play Spur. Stop myself from taking damage. I do wish that interaction was different. Yeah, let's do this. Now all of them are going to die, and I'm going to full block, right? 12, 7, 19. Yep. Cool. The thing about Reap is I lose 2 HP when I use it, so I am going to avoid using it if I think I don't need to. And in this case, I don't need to. Yeah. Echo Form or Ricochet? Well, I don't really have anything to discard Ricochet. Echo Form sounds kind of busted here, though, right? Like, just having a pocket 98 damage sounds kind of good. What else could it be? Pocket 12 block 22 Doom. 24 AoE. I don't see a world where Echo Form doesn't seem like the obvious take here. It's like the reason to pick up Prismatic Gem. Like, on the one hand, my average card reward is probably worse. On the other, chance to see Echo Form as not defect. And vice versa, as defect, larger chance to not see Echo Form. Oh, a little bit of stretching feels nice. All right, either you're just waiting for me to click on Echo Form, or the delay is actually that bad. I'm going to assume you're just waiting for me to click on Echo Form. And then I think... having the option to let Echo Form exhaust is probably fine. So the thing about Spear is it does not have synergy with this character, and it would require me to pick up more cards that have that have the blue energy cost. So I don't have anything that synergizes with the Spear. More Doom, more Doom, more AoE and block. What's the boss? Oh, this guy. Because it's that guy, it's making me think Oblivion, perhaps. Maybe one of my Melancholies. Because these pretty quickly go down to 0 cost, and 0 cost 17 block is redonkulous. I need to remove some strikes, man. That's what I really need to do. If I see it, next time I see a shop, I'm gonna definitely remove a strike. What's this upgrade? 4 more damage, basically. Let's go. These are 4 more block each. One thing that does disappoint me is I've yet to draw Oblivion with 0 cost Melancholies. Which in a 27 card deck, I guess, isn't that crazy of a thing, but... I don't know, what do you think? I think... Oblivion, maybe Defy. Because that upgrades to give 2 weak. Which for the Rocket Claw could be huge. Also, 3 cards Swift Potion with Oblivion is pretty good. I should also consider it in terms of if I have Echo Form in play, right? Then that can become 3, that becomes either 6 or 8 Doom per card played, plus 3 or 4 from the initial play, because the second play will activate the first one. That's just a disgusting synergy, to be honest. Echo Form and Oblivion. Also turns these into 26 or 34 block for 0. Shit. What does that become? 5 and 7. Eh. Oh, no worries. Echo upgrade removes ethereal. In fact, I can show the upgrades. Which, like, I feel like removing the ethereal could be nice, but also if I draw Echo Form in the first 3 turns, I'm going to want to play it. And if the only scenario I see myself not playing it is if it's like the rocket turn, and I will literally die if I play it. And that goes from 13 to 17 damage. Basically, I would not consider any of the starter cards for an upgrade. It'd basically be among this batch. Probably not the Echo Form upgrade, though. Probably not Exterminate. If I'm not considering Exterminate, yeah, I'm in agreement there. And because I'm about to fight a double boss and countdown says random enemy, I think Oblivion. Alright, what do we get? Alright, not the biggest fan of how this is starting. Negative pulse. Yeah, let's do bone shards. So that'll block that. Oh, Akabeko is still... I was like, why is it still... I'm gonna wait and see if I can get Exterminate. Done. Okay. So that'll do 8, so 24 incoming. Alright, full blocked. And the first 2 enemies are down. Okay, what now? Scourge. Wisp. Strike, defend, defend. Take a little bit of damage, not too bad though, considering that enemy. Shrug? I have a lot, the thing is, I have a lot of block cards. Also, oh wait, no, there's an obvious choice here. This is actually the obvious choice. Hologram is... kinda crazy. Imagine Oblivion, Hologram, Oblivion, or Hologram, Oblivion, play other cards. Yeah. Or you could do, with Echo Form in play, you could do something like Hologram twice to play Oblivion, to grab Oblivion and Hologram if it's upgraded, because when it's upgraded, it removes exhaust and gains 2 more block. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. Yeah. Oh, the Wongos, you have Wong-tastic prices, says the least enthusiastic clerk you've ever met. Peruse our wares and enjoy your time at Wongo's, they continue, without even looking up. Common relic, kunai, or downgrade a card. Kunai's pretty good. Kunai Echo Form? It's kind of a thing. Let's do it. Probably could have saved the 100 gold for and gotten a comic relic, but alright, we're gonna go here and probably plan to just rest. So 21 incoming. I'm gonna save that. Oh, it's a shame. This, of all things, should work on this guy or have a special. It should have a special interaction with him. But it doesn't. Melancholy, hologram, negative pulse. Strike. I don't want to save my potions for the boss, I think. Yes. Wishing I had extra energy right now. Alright, this puts another daze in my draw pile and has me effectively blocked for the same amount as this, but this doesn't put a daze in my draw pile and applies 11 doom. So... $19. I need to do 25 more damage. Oh, that's right. I was smart enough to put Echo Form in play. Boom. I have one dazed. Sure. Can I deal 12? I can do 10. Hold off. And there we go. Blood Vial, compact. 7 block, transform all status cards in your hand into Fuel Plus. What does Fuel Plus do? Gain energy and draw 2 cards. I can see a world where that's really good. It's not the current world. Headbutt also not it. I think I'm skipping. That's a very interesting card, but I don't think it's for this deck. Oh. Whew. Yeah. I would love to be able to upgrade hologram, but I think going into this boss without resting is probably suicide. Yes, it was. I have a loud neck. Probably this. This is also very tempting. Actually, I think I'm gonna play this. I'll take a little more damage, but it'll start get some doom down on them, and then and Asti still dies, so it's still gonna reduce the cost of whatchamacallem. That. Oh, thank you, Echo Form. I completely forgot about you. I probably should have played Negative Pulse in that case. Oops. And I'm probably going to use this on this turn. Yep. Boom. Look at Echo Form paying off. Oblivion. Oblivion. Hologram. What's he attacking me for? 10? Oh yeah. Oblivion. Oblivion. Defend. Spur. Strike. Sure. Wisp. Unleash. Left claw down. And look what I just drew again. Oblivion, Oblivion, Melancholy. Defend, strike, strike. Yep. Echo Form and Oblivion are fantastic. Alright, what's this gonna... What can I do here? I think I can kill him. That's 98. Shit, I'm gonna be 4 short if I do that. So if I play this, I lose 4 HP. And then he's still alive. I think it's going to be Bone Shards, Defend, Exterminate, Defile. Exterminate, Defile is 25. He's still going to be up, but I think he's going to be charging next turn for the rocket attack, which means I get another turn to either Reaper him to death or get him low enough that the Doom will take him over. So I think that's what I'm doing. Or I take only 3 damage and Doom takes him over because I keep forgetting I have Echo Form, because why would Echo Form be on this character? Reap would have killed him with Doom, but the problem was I didn't want to take too much damage. Not that it matters at this Ascension level, but in future Ascensions that would matter. Let's see. Juggernaut kind of works with what I've got. Tools, I like tools here. Helps me draw through my deck faster a little bit. I've already got 4 energy per turn. I think it's tools. I think we saw I don't have that much trouble making block as I am. So like Juggernaut also would work, but I don't think my damage engine. Yeah. I don't think my damage engine needs work. I think it's tools here. Echo Form, Reap alone kind of solve a disgusting amount of things. Queen. I don't know that I've ever beaten the Queen. What a mighty scythe! Yes, it's special made for vengeance. Does the hand need a weapon? 6 cards into Maul. 5 damage twice, increase damage of all Maul cards by Maul. So 10, then 12. Okay, okay. Meat Cleaver actually sounds perfect. Yeah, I think it's meat cleaver. Yeah, definitely meat cleaver. Unless, no, it's meat cleaver. I can dunk these starter cards. Gain max HP. Sounds like I'm taking meat cleaver. %. If I get to one of these and have enough money and I see a tent, oh. In fact, I might just intentionally route through so that I see both shops and just plan to not spend money unless I see the tent. So probably that way. And then once I get to here, I'll just decide if I want to fight 3 enemies or elite event enemy. Let's do it. All right, let's see. So 15 plus 6, so 21 incoming. $15, $20. Okay, perfect. So here's an interaction I'm not sure about. I'm pretty sure when it says lose 2 HP, it means I will lose 2 HP and Asti doesn't absorb that damage. If Asti absorbs that damage, that's busted. Okay, I didn't think so. Good things to learn. Claw! No. Each time you draw a status card, each turn draw 3 cards. First time you draw a status card, draw 3 cards. Queen doesn't give you status cards. I don't think anything through here notably gives you status card. Skip. Oh, I hate these. I'm just gonna, yep, I'm gonna pop that, and I'm gonna pop this, and this, and this, and we're gonna go for those. Lose max HP. What a nasty effect. Choose a card to discard. Not the best hand I've ever drawn. I feel like I gotta... Yeah, I gotta play Melancholy here if I don't want to lose too much HP. Okay, we're gonna Bone Shard. Defy. File. Probably get rid of Scourge here. Well, that's what cooking's for, right? Cooking and the chosen cheese. With the Chosen Cheese, I'm still technically ahead on HP from when I started. Backflip seems kind of good. So does Borrowed Time. If only I could take both of these. I think Backflip? Oh, it does say plus. Fuck. I'm gonna go grab some more tea. And I'll think about it when I get back. I'll hopefully just pick one when I get back. Oh. Okay. I think Backflip. And if I see Borrowed Time again, then certainly I'll want it, but... Oh, those are so good too. Oh, I don't know with this one. Enemies with at least as much Doom HP deal 50% less damage. Okay. So, mega weak on them if they're about to die. Bag of Prep is good. That's also really good. Discipline. Discipline. Honestly, thinking about it, I might want to, instead of going towards the shop, I might want to just route and plan to go through 2 more fires. Because that's 2 more, that's another 2 removes, more max HP, and it also means, just checking something. It also means that there's no point in me not spending here. And I think that's a rare shop relic, right? The tent. You see my dilemma here, though. Because I think 2 more removes. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to get 2 more fires, which means removing all the strikes. If I get another fire, I'm almost certainly going to remove my 2 defends, I would guess. Although, at that point, maybe it's worth it to remove... Well, Defile kind of is ethereal, so it kind of gets rid of itself. You know, I think I'm gonna stick to my original plan, because worst case scenario, I go to that shop and it's got some good stuff to buy other than that. And I don't think I get that much stronger by removing defends compared to removing my strikes.
Okay.
That's... Also, I need to go to an event to cash in that thing. Scourge. Let's start with what Scourge draws. Okay. It's 26. Maybe I just spend Reap on killing him. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because he's going to summon those, but... I hate to use my potion here, but I think it's probably wise. Soul. Oblivion. Melancholy kind of causes this turn to become a full block, so let's do that. Take 7. I keep forgetting about the fucking Echo Form. Even though I was like, Echo Form is so good, and it does make this deck so much better, but I just... Come on. Oh, pup time. Oh, hi, pup. Alright, 18 damage to all enemies with energy I don't blue energy I don't have. 10 damage. Used by... Okay, skip. I think I'm going this way. History course. History course, yeah? It's... last plate attack or skill. You know, Echo Form, Reap, end turn, do 98 plus 49, 147 damage. That seems a little crazy good. Also get myself more block. All right, let's cook. And this is going to have some more money for us. And a lantern. Lantern's pretty big. Oh. Shroud seems pretty good. I don't think the shuriken's worth grabbing. So Shroud seems pretty good. Abacus does not seem good. Potion Belt could be good, but I don't think it is. I think... No tent, yeah. Shroud. Remove... Pay to remove a strike. Buy potions. Yeah. I think that's the best use of that, that money then. And then we're gonna cook some more. Defile gets rid of itself. Defy is good. think I will just get rid of a defend. I could see I could see bodyguard being the valid choice there too. With all these potions, I think elite is reasonable. I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah, this elite is very, very reasonable. Fantastic. $50, $59, depending on who you get. Yeah. 50-50, but this one should be okay. Yeah. Let me see here. Keeping in mind I'm going to draw twice, or I'm going to play it twice. Probably this. Backflip. Perfect. I don't know, I thought that was a pretty good turn. Go from starting with 2 artifact to him having 24 doom. Yes. 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 Boom. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, that's interesting. I did not think about that. Echo Form applies to the card played by History Course. Bruh. So 196 damage if I play Reap and end a turn. I'll pay 8 HP to do so. Interesting. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, don't worry about it. All right, what do I Oblivion. So probably Hologram, Oblivion, play Oblivion, Exterminate, Defend, boom. Oh yeah, this deck is doing fun things. $31 damage with Osti. And done. Speed potion. No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm having any troubles with blocking right now. Armaments could be interesting. Because I think I am going to use my last... Well, it's either going to be resting or upgrading. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm grabbing any of these. Armaments could be interesting, but it's if it's at Arma Plus, it would be much harder. This one I saw, if you try to reject twice, it's like abandon run. All right. Oh, I've seen the one where it's ambiguous and you gain a doubt either way. This one's interesting. If you sit in the chair of decision making and the trial begins, I've never seen this variant of it. Powerful noble steps forward. You find a note in your pocket indicating that if you decide in a sense, you'll be handsomely rewarded. The noble barely argues with the corruption charges and gives you a knowing smirk. You can't stop corruption, but you can pocket gold. Crowd bellows, decide, decide, decide. Well, if there was an Act 4 with a shop, this might be a little more of an agonizing decision. However, seeing how there's no more opportunities... Yeah? No more opportunities to spend the gold. Free healing. It is decided the powerful noble was beheaded. One less corrupt noble. Woke. Oh, baby. This looks interesting. I think I'm going to use my attack potion in this one because I don't feel like losing too much max HP this time. Scroll of, is the same in all of them, right? They're all scrolls of biting. Yeah. Okay, I'm guessing these guys give themselves shields. And these guys gain attack power? Is that how it works? I'm gonna put it on that guy. Defy. Grave Warden. Alright, one down. Okay, no, they all give themselves that. Okay. So, Shroud. Oh! So, Shroud is when you apply Doom gain 2 block. I'm pretty sure that is per enemy. So, I should gain 6 block. So I should go up to 17. Boom. I shouldn't have played that. Oh well. So now I can play Melancholy, Hollow, Oblivion, Soul, Scourge. All right. I'm liking what this deck does. Potion of Doom seems pretty good. Seems real good. Escape Plan seems kind of nice. Just another 0 cost card to do some stuff with Doom. Worst case scenario, it is draw neutral and costs nothing. I'm gonna grab Escape Plan. Although I am facing the Queen, that could be one reason not to do that. But I'm doing it anyway. Oh, this is tough. I'm missing... Okay, let's put it this way. If I was starting a fresh game and had no touched HP, I think I would only be missing like 6 or 7 HP. I block really well. I feel like the correct answer here is to Smith. Smith hologram. I think that's correct. I think it's Smith hologram. Fuck. I know, Pop. Hello. If I had Pantograph, this would be a much easier choice. Oh. What? You want to be with your cats? Is that it? You want to be with your cats? Me. What a baby. Baby. I'm doing it. I probably should have played Shroud first. Oh well. I do not need that yet, so I should not play it. I will play this, however. Some 5 whenever Ostia loses HP, all enemies lose that HP as well. That seems pretty good. I'm gonna grab that one. So that means this one should cause Ostia, should deal an additional 6. So this should do 15 damage total. Yep. It's cool that it works that way. Hologram bone shards. Spur bone shards. Spur. Hologram bone shards. Yeah. And then the advantage of doing that is Ostia has died twice, so now Melancholy is down to 1 cost. And now Melancholy is down to 0 costs. Oh, that's right. I can still play that for dexterity. That's cool. So I'm going to play Oblivion, Melancholy, that, Reap. All right, now I definitely want to drink this. Okay, getting a little hairy. Let's play this. Grave Warden, Bodyguard. Alright, Bone Shards is going to deal 17 to all enemies. And give me block. Let's do it. Am I dead? Fuck. Is there anything I could have done? 32, 48. 46 block. I won't say I played that perfect, but I don't know that I would still be alive by now. Maybe if I'd... If I'd focused him down more. I can cheat. I'm kind of curious to cheat just because it'll tell me, like, I'm still learning these fights. And so it could tell me, like, if I'd focused this guy down sooner, for example, maybe I would survive the fight. Or maybe the draw order would have screwed me either way. I think I'm going to do that. And use this as like a baseline for helping me understand the game a little better. Keeping in mind this is technically still an L. Bone shards, spur, hologram, bone shards, and just save the Potion of Doom for a little later. Maybe I need to play Tools of the Trade there. But I don't know. So let's see what happens if we try to focus him down. That was a mistake. Oh well. I think that was it. Because now I'm down to 29, but he's dead. Four by 5. I probably should play Reaper here. Exterminate, Melancholy. And then I'll double play Melancholy and get hopefully enough block. Well, live and learn, I guess. Play another Melancholy and that'll be the card that gets double played next turn. Card to discard. Probably Unleash. All right, let's go. Guess who has 121 Doom now? Let's dunk one of those. It's probably... Let's do Wisp, Scourge. I'm gonna have Negative Pulse be the card I play next. Bone Shards. Escape Plan. Backflip. Oblivion. Melancholy. Melancholy. Oh, Reap is so tempting, but I'm so low on health that if I brick a draw, I'm dead. So I'm not going to do that. That. If I do this, she'll go down to 200 and something. She'll go down to 213. And then if I play this, that's it. I win. I just technically it's an L, but it was indeed possible. All right, now I know. Absolutely, get rid of the minion first in that fight. At least with the deck I had, that's the way to do it. $25 billion, Jesus, almost 26 billion. Well, there you go.